what we're facing right now. Did you see the story? Headline in the Daily Mail. Family discovers a hidden camera disguised as a rock pointed at their home in California.
No.
Yeah, what a crazy story.
Okay, let's hear this.
The California family, there was a rock in their yard. It just kind of shows up. Turns out the thing is disguised as a camera, and it's trained right on their home. It's the craziest darn thing you've ever seen. So they don't know who it was that put the...
Is this people waiting to break in? Because you've seen the stories about the illegal alien gangs in like Michigan and different states where they're so advanced that they're putting GPS trackers on cars to know when you leave the home. They have Wi-Fi jammers so that way they're not caught on the Ring doorbells and they can get through the security systems.
Yeah.
Like these guys are very sophisticated.
That's just a great point, which is if you look at the way some of these people are, they look gross, whatever, but they're actually very sophisticated in how they go.
Look at that. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
How would you even know that's going on?
I don't know. They say that the family is bewildered as to why someone would want to record them, but they are.
Wow.
And the wife, they say, has been crying. And I don't know. I don't know why somebody would want to do that.
Joke's on them if they do it at my house because it's going to end up in a kid's pocket and then the laundry.
Yeah. Well, the last thing you're going to see at my house is a wiener dog's butt.
My house bandit would just lift his leg and, pee on the darn thing. So anyway, yeah, I saw that story and hopefully they'll give us an update on that story because
yeah, that's something.
What would you do if somebody was filming your house 24/7? There's not a whole lot happens at my house, so they'd be sorely disappointed because it's just boring.
Well, have they determined who placed it there?
No.
Okay.
They have no idea.
Gosh.
I wouldn't try to do that at my house. My wife, she has a gun. She knows how to use it.
So I wonder if it was like, if it was hooked up, like if the footage was being sent somewhere. Like if it's out there on the cloud somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, there has to be, it had to be. It could be somebody who is obsessed with the wife. It could be some woman obsessed with the husband.
True.
Something like that. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
That's not cool, man.
No.
Now at 5:30, a hidden camera discovered in an Inland Empire neighborhood has some residents worried, wondering why someone would go to such lengths to keep an eye on them and their homes. Good evening. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5:30. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Micah Ullman. That device was disguised in a way that allowed it to blend in and avoid detection.
Police are investigating, but concerned residents there think the camera was doing more than just recording. KTLA 5's Shelby Nelson is in Chino Hills with more.
That's right. It's just like any other regular neighborhood curb, although this one is where that neighbor found that hidden camera in that little divot that you see right there. The camera was apparently facing in the opposite direction towards another home, and that family in that home is now on edge. They believe that someone was casing the neighborhood and possibly their house. From here, the placement of a rock wouldn't seem too inconspicuous. It would appear like part of the landscape, and that's exactly what the person who planted a rock with a hidden camera was probably hoping for in this Chino Hills neighborhood.
It was a camera that was covered in clay that looked like a rock, so it was very precise. It was on a power bank, so it was like a cordless camera.
James Dimapasok says his neighbor brought it to his attention last week after noticing the oddity outside of his home on Glen Ridge Drive. It was facing directly towards James's house.
I was scared. My wife was crying.
James reported it to police and was told that it was transmitting off of nearby cell towers. James downloaded the video from the camera. You see that person using garden gloves to tuck it into the dirt. Seconds later, wearing a blue shirt and what appears to be a gray hat, they leave on a scooter. James checked his Ring camera, which captures another angle of that person, but it's too far to make out a description.
What is your suspicion? Why do you think somebody would plant a camera in front of your house?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really do not know. I mean, we own businesses.
James says if they were casing his home, which is what he and his wife suspect.
I don't have any cash in the house, just so you guys know.
Like James, other concerned neighbors want to know what this person's intent was.
Being that this is a street where our junior high students walk, a lot of them do, particularly on that side of the street. It almost concerns me like maybe they're watching a particular child.
Is it possible the person was able to watch the neighborhood in real time? The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is investigating, but for the person who is behind this, James wants you to know.
Yeah, I have no money. So whatever you're doing, if it's money or whatnot, I got nothing. I don't know why you're doing it. If you're doing it, just stop.